Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another process video for how to kill a kit with style for the first quarter of 2024. So this is a picture of my beautiful sister who just had her birthday, and I thought this would be a great picture to use for these papers that I had picked out in my kit. Now, like I had said before, my kit, I did not add embellishments to it because the feel of the picture kind of dictates where I'm going with the embellishments that I use. I know I could go generic, but for example, if you saw my last video, it was, I'm losing my brain here. It was of my great niece, and she was learning how to crawl. So I was going more little girl, more babyish kind of a thing, celebrating her achievement. Today's is going to be more about my sister's birthday, and celebrating her milestone and making the embellishments fit for the occasion. So that's why for me in my brain, it's a little bit harder for me to pick the embellishments out without knowing the picture that I'm going to scrapbook. So even like if you watch my Build-A-Page, okay, sorry about that. I had to hit pause real quick because I was all of a sudden choking. Anyways, what I was saying is that you'll see even with my Build-A-Page, I always select my papers first. That kind of inspires me to what kind of pictures I'm going to use. Then I look for the pictures. Once I find the pictures, that kind of inspires what I'm going to use for the embellishments. So that's how my creative brain works. Now, if that's not how you work, you find with these techniques and ideas what is the best method for you. And that's why it's wonderful with YouTube. You have so many different scrapbookers out there that are doing the same thing. We all love the hobby. None of us are claiming to be experts at all. What we're doing is sharing with you what we do to play so that you can go in it and have fun with your products and your stash and keep this hobby going. The more of us that play and do this, the more the stores will create the stuff, which allows us to buy more stuff. You know, that never-ending thing. So anyway, enough of me blabbing. Let me find my trimmer. My supplies are kind of spread out, and thank you for all the well wishes that you sent for my son-in-law. Really, really appreciate it. Today is Sunday. The boys will be coming over in a little while. My daughter is going to go up and see him again, but today we have a surprise for the boys. They live out on a farm, and so they do not have like a great concrete area to learn how to ride bikes. Their driveway and everything is gravel. So they haven't really, even though they're 7 and 9, they haven't really pushed the bike riding thing. Well, at the babysitter this week, my 7-year-old Preston, he was starting to get on the babysitter's son's bike. It was a really nice day here in Illinois. And so within 2 days of trying, he was there on Wednesday for a few hours after school. And then when we went to pick up his younger brother, Carter, Thursday, I think, after school, or maybe Friday. Anyways, they were all at the local park for their subdivision. And the babysitter's son had brought his bike over again, and I had let Dylan and Carter get out of the car and go run around with the other kids for a little while and get some energy out from when they had been playing. And so Preston hopped on the bike again, and he got to where from Wednesday he was pedaling 2-3 times before he had to bail off. On Friday, he was pedaling about 6-7 times before he bailed. He can't keep it straight, but he was really, really trying hard. Dylan had tried, but Preston kind of got to the point where he was monopolizing the bike. Anyways, we live in a town right next to theirs, like 2 towns over, and we are in a farming community as well, but we live in town. So we've got sidewalks, we've got a school next to us and all that stuff, but it's a great place to learn how to ride a bike. So today, the boys are going to be surprised because Nana and Papa are getting them each their own bike to leave for now at our house so that they can ride bikes and they can have a lot of fun. And I would assume by the time that Jake is out of the hospital from all of his surgeries and I'm assuming he's going to end up having to go to rehab, we should have 2 boys that are bike riders. The other thing is that while the boys have been here, I have lost all use of any electronic devices that I own because one will grab my phone, the other one will grab my iPad. So even if I wanted to or thought I could get a way to film, I can't because I've lost my devices. And we are not going to have 2 boys with their noses stuck in on YouTube and on gaming the whole time they're here. And I don't know if you all have 7 and 9-year-old kids or grandkids, but when they're on their devices, they become deaf. And so you can call their name 20 times and they have that selective hearing that they do not hear you. And so Grandma gave them 1 week of grace to process, you know, their new normal while Dad's in the hospital. And then Grandma is going to cut off electronics and make them be boys and be outside. We also, it's starting to get nicer weather, and so hopefully they can bring baseball gloves and things like that to my house and be outside boys. So that is the goal. So they're in for a shock next week. And so anyway, yeah, so they are going to get surprised today when they come over, and I'm going to have 2 bikes out in the driveway. So you'll probably see a process video on that. All right, so I kind of changed things up a little bit, and I normally would not, well, I mean, I would use this, it's gold polka dotted paper, and it's got the embossed look, you know, with the shiny, words are escaping me today. But I think it's good for celebrating a birthday, and I still was able to pull the blue in from her shirt, and then that pulls in the blue from the other paper and then double matting it. So I'm good with that. And I think what I'm just going to do is do a band of this blue going down. But when I was getting everything set up, I thought I could use like one of these I love yous, or even like the little florals. So what I'm going to do is maybe cut, I'm going to selectively cut from maybe here. And I just want like a 4-inch band. So let's see where we cut off at. So 4 inches would take us to here. And I'm okay with that. And what's nice is this really isn't directional, so I could cut either direction, but this is going to give me the most tags and things that I can then use for not only this layout, but other layouts. And so I'm going to have to trim this again. And I tend to like keeping the band inside the frame. And actually what I haven't done in a while is do a banner. So let's do a banner instead. So I'm thinking like right where my thumb is. So I'm just gonna cut that up, and that saves me one more tag from behind. So let's go ahead and cut that. So now we have a made for you. I could use on it like a card maybe. And then I know several people do their flag banners different ways. Some people will fold it and then clip it. What I found is works easiest for me is I kind of figure out how deep I want my banner to be, and then I just find what I think is the middle point, and I just make a slit up. Now I'm going to go from this corner here up to the top of the slit. It's not always perfect, but again, somebody had said to me once that imperfection shows that it was handmade. If you wanted something perfect, you could buy it from the store. We don't want perfect. We want imperfection to show that this layout was made with love and it was us that did it. So that gets me my fishtail banner, and we'll just put that right there, like that. And maybe we'll get a doily. Let me put you on pause for just a second because I don't think I have any doilies right here. So let me find a doily and I will be right back. Okay, got a white one. I grabbed at first the blue one, but then I realized it was going to blend in too much with our banner. So I'll just go ahead and grab this one here, and we'll just kind of go like that. Yeah, so anyways, I don't know if I finished my story, but yesterday we had the kids, at least the two youngest ones, were in my craft room for a bit. We had Carter, who's 3, made a watercolored picture for his dad. So I have some cheap watercolors that I didn't care if they got messed up in my room. And then I have some of those puffy stickers that were from like Walmart. So they've been in my stash for quite a while. I think I had one that was puppies and another one that was all mustaches and glasses. So needless to say, 2 packages of puffy stickers are now on a piece of paper for his dad. And yeah, just kind of laughed because he couldn't have thrown another puffy sticker on that piece of paper to save his life. And then Preston, my middle one, he wanted to scrapbook. Well, that's all that Nana has to hear because, yeah. So for him, we got out one of the, my Echo Park kits that was boy paper. And he's not finished with it yet, but I can show you what he's done so far. He got that out, and then with a lot of help from Grandma, he did all the cutting, and I was showing him how to line it up with a printer. And then he worked my ATG gun, and I kind of helped him with, you know, where would be a good spot to lay things out. And he's making a scrapbook layout for his dad's room of him with the babysitter's bike. So that would be kind of cool. And he's very proud of his layout. And then last night we were running out of time because, well, my husband got called into work to help one of his coworkers out with some plumbing issues they had at the college he works at. And so I didn't want to have some kids upstairs and some downstairs, so we had to put scrapbooking on hold. And for a little bit, And so he was kind of bummed we didn't get to finish this layout. And I'm like, it's sitting there on the desk. It hasn't moved. It will be there when you come back. So I'm sure we'll see, because he'll have a bike that he'll be obsessed with. But we may be getting that out later and hopefully finishing that for him. I kind of like it here. I like the darker blue on the lighter blue. And I just gotta see if we could take, even though there's a little green and there's peach. But I think this one will work better because I can stick it on its side. The tag is not directional. So let's go ahead, and I'm just going to trim this to have a little border like the other one did, but I think I'll put it this way. Yeah, so that's been my last couple days. I was happy to get a layout made yesterday. Today, you guys will have seen the Christmas in February that I had pre-made. And then this one I'll have go up probably Monday. Or maybe I'll release it Tuesday and give you guys a gap in between so it kind of spreads this out a little bit. We'll see. And like I said, depending on how work goes and how tired I am, because so far I've had the kids and will have the kids every day since Jake's accident. Do I want it like that, or do I want it? We could go, got an idea. It's scary when I get ideas. I'm thinking I want to do a whole row going all the way across and make it like it's a band across the page. Let's see how that looks. Nothing's glued down, so we can take it away if we don't like it. So yeah, I've had the kids every day. I'm starting to get used to it. We're starting to get our routine, and I got some sleep in this weekend, which is good. But yeah, we've had them every day since the accident. And there's a reason why they have kids when they're young, because they can keep up. And I just thank myself because I had all my kids when I was really young. I had my daughter Erica when I was 23, and I had my boys when I was 27. So we were done with babies at 27, which, you know, it's a good thing. All right, I'm liking that. I actually do. And I have this one. Well, we can use the bouquet one. Or do I want to go with more of the green? Let's go with the green. And then I'm pulling out more of the colors that are in this frame. But it's, anyways, it's kind of funny how, you know, you quickly go back to being able to do what you have to do for the kids. And we're starting to get our routine down, which I like. So I work, I get up in the morning and I have to be signed on to my computer because I work from home for my company. Ever since COVID, when we all went back to work, they left half the staff. So it's 50% works full-time from home and 50% work a hybrid where they're home on Monday and Tuesday, and then they work in the office Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Because of my seniority, Next month will be 20 years that I've worked for my company. I'm able to work full-time from home. I'm part of that 50%. So, which has been a godsend. I really love that. And so I get up in the morning and sign on to the computer, and then, so I'm logged in by 6 a.m. and then we have, oops, sorry, I do that all the time and I don't know why. By 6 a.m. I'm logged on. I work all day and then I'm done by 2:30 in the afternoon. And so then I go over to their farm where the boys take the bus home. And I'm going to move this over just a tad bit so that I can get those others on just a little bit better. There we go. Go like that. Yeah, so I go over to the farm and pick up the two older boys. And then we feed the dogs, let the dogs run around the yard for a little while. And we feed the chickens. And once we're done feeding chickens and we're feeding the dogs, we put them back in the house, and then we go over and we pick up Carter and get him from the sitter. And then we come home and Dan's been making the dinner because he then is getting into the house a little bit before me. So he'll usually start making the dinner. And by 5 o'clock, we are all sitting down to eat. And then the rest of the night we play. And the time has been varying that my daughter's been getting home. Depending on what procedures Jake has done during the day, kind of dictates what time she can get back to the house and pick the kids up. But we've been trying to keep it no later than 9 o'clock at night, because then Grandma just can't do with getting up at 6 in the morning. Grandma needs a little sleep. And so, yeah, that's been our routine. And there's just been no time for scrapbooking. And all you moms out there that do YouTube and scrapbook with little ones at home, I commend you. I don't know how I did it. I mean, I have a great husband who has always supported my my habit, as I call it. So yeah, there's that, and he is really good. But you know, he's going to be 65 this year, so watching all the little ones, he gets tired too. So we kind of split the duty and not leave it to any one person. And again, this week was just kind of a weird week because this is a new routine for the boys. You know, they've always had their dad being a farmer. He's always home. They've never had, you know, they've gone to sitters during farming season and stuff. But for the most part, this is not their normal. Their normal is dad's at home when they get off the bus, you know. Mom's at home because mom works the same hours that I do. She just goes into the office. We work the same company. So, and I like this flower. I think I'm going to stick maybe that like right up there. And, yeah, so once we get our routine down, they figure out the rules of the house, and we kind of are trying to step out of Grandma and Grandpa role where you can walk all over us and take advantage of us and not always use your manners and whatever, because we want Grandma and Grandpa's house just to be a fun, happy play place. To Grandma's having to do a little bit more of the, you know, disciplining, which I don't like. I had a conversation with the boys the other day to say, look, Grandma doesn't like having to yell at you, but Grandma also taught Mommy everything she knows. So all those mean looks that Mommy gives you when you're being naughty, I taught her. And I can do those to you too, but I don't want to. So, you know, we're figuring it out, and it's just yeah, it's a labor of love, and we'll see where that goes. Kind of like this. It's a little like a postage stamp hearts. These are Rosie Studio. And let's see. Actually, I think I'd rather have, if I want it more over here. Yeah, I think I like it more over here. The reason I'm thinking it is with this banner. So if we go here and then maybe something up here. And we could even do a little banner up there maybe. We'll see. Yeah, so that's been my life. And again, I appreciate all the well wishes and everyone who's sent, you know, comments and wishing us well, and it's really appreciated. You know, you do what you have to do for family, and this won't be forever. It will eventually all work itself out. And yeah, I heard that the other guy that was in the accident, heard last night, we went, my brother-in-law works for the fire department, and he, for the local town, and they had their chili dinner last night for a fundraiser. And I found out from my son, who's friends with the other guy who got hurt, that he's no longer in a medical coma. So I didn't really get more injuries, but sounds like he has very similar injuries to Jake with, you know, the broken bones and things like that. But I don't know extent of his head injuries. So hopefully he's improving and feeling better and on the mend. Okay, I like it, but I don't like it because maybe we could do that. Instead of taking it all the way up here, it's starting to look like yesterday's with the same feel, but a lot of these are, Rosie Studios gives you 2 of each, which is nice. And this, I think this pack, oh, here's some balloons. That'll work. Because it's her birthday. Okay, I like that. And then still like that. Have a couple butterflies maybe. And just trying to go through here and see what we've got. Some of this stuff is like Be My Valentine, Galentine. So it looks like it was more of a Valentine love kind of a theme. And I do love my sister. But let's see, this fit in better. Kind of like the hot air balloon. Yeah, so that's been my life and the latest update. And if I put this up on Monday, which I probably will, I'll put this up maybe Monday at 5 a.m. Today will be the day that he goes in to have his surgery for his pelvis. So if y'all can have happy thoughts and wishes, that would be appreciated. All right, this says happy moments. And then we can put the little hearts next to it with a stamp edge. And then I can do my journaling down here just to say it was her birthday. I think this is going to do it. I think I'm just going to start gluing things down. I'm pretty happy. I've gone through most of these little embellishments here, and then we can add some enamel dots. So do I want that on there? Kind of looking to see. Kind of do. All right, we're just going to leave it how I had it. And go from there. Let's see, other things going on. I think, as you noticed, for February, I didn't get a Build-A-Page out because obviously I didn't have time. I think we're revamping it. The idea is to, with Build-A-Page series, it's to go and build 5 layout kits, page kits, for you all to see how we do that. And then we make 5 process videos so you can see how they're put together. And we normally do them right in a row so that you see immediately the results of the page kits and you don't have to wait for them. Unfortunately, a lot of us, our schedules have been getting like really super hectic and busy. And so we're not being as consistent with it as we would all like. So what we're going to do is change it up. And again, I kind of started it with the group, and my thinking is I've never been real strict about the structure of it because this is a hobby. We have to fit it into our life, how it will fit. So with me working, family accidents, whatever happens in your life, you still have to be able to fit the hobby into the life, not the life into the hobby. And so what we're going to start doing is on the 5th of the month, which, 5 for the 5 page kits, the 5th, we're going to roll out the page kits. And then we're not going to have a time frame as far as when the layouts need to be done. They will just be done as everyone can get them done by the end of the month. I will probably continue doing it the same way as much as possible. So I'll roll out on the 5th of the month. I'm going to roll out picking paper. The 6th, I will roll out adding embellishments. And then close behind, I will try and do my 5 layouts. They may not be consecutive days. They might be a day or 2 in between. But for me, I like giving you guys the opportunity to see on my channel the progression of kit to layout in a quicker manner. Whereas like this here for How to Kill a Kit with Style, this is going within a 3-month period, and you tend to forget what happens within that 3 month. And so I would rather have you see it built and then see how you can incorporate it. But each of us have to do what works for our lives and to keep the series going. And I know a lot of people really just like seeing the kits put together, and they like the process videos, but it's more about the kit building. So that's kind of where we're moving forward. So I am going to try on the 5th of the month to get it started. Hopefully by then we'll have a better idea of what's going on with Jake, and that things will start improving for him. Do I want that color? I'm thinking I want a darker shade. That way it stands up against the blue, and she's got a darker shirt on. I don't want to go dark blue because I could match her shirt, but I'm thinking this one is just a shade darker than the others, and so this will work. It'll still pop up off the page, so you'll see some contrast, but it's not going to be this stark color change. And let's see, we'll put some up here. Yeah, so that's happening in my life. Hopefully you're okay with me babbling today, because I'm doing a good job of babbling. But I've needed some crafty time. Let's see, I'm thinking I want it like over here. I have 3 more, and I never like having these, so I usually do a little bit more than I need to. How about if we put them like right over here? There we go. All right, that works. And then we need some twine. And this is just crochet thread. I think I got it at like Hobby Lobby or Michael's. And it's just like the thinner kind. Works great. Economic. And I'm actually starting to go through it pretty good. So I've had it for a while though. And I'm just going to go ahead and loop that in each of the tags. Yeah, so anyways, if you guys can say a little prayer for Jake today, it would be appreciated. Okay, that one's not, I must have cut them too short, so let's see. We'll do the loopy kind. There we go. So my next fun thing while this is all uploading is I get the pleasure of doing taxes. Not a fun thing I like doing, but it's one of those things that needs to get done. And while I have a couple hours without the kids, I need to do that. So that's the next on my agenda. I paid bills this morning. Fun. And now I'm getting this done, which I'd rather do this all day. But yeah, that's not going to happen. And then, and I don't think it's going to be a late day today. I think Erica wants to spend time with the kids. She's been away from the house. But unfortunately, with Jake being bedridden and he can't get out of bed, he's just lonely. So that's why she's been spending more time with him up there. And the kids are entertained, and they're not going to want to leave their bikes for a while, I have a feeling. So, getting things done before the chaos. But I will have a bunch of pictures of boys on bikes in the next few days, because they will be super excited for that. There we go. All right, that one's done. So this is another one for how to kill a kit with style and another layout for February. I'm a little behind. I was trying to do one a day. Little catch up needing to be done. Hopefully, like I said, now that I'm kind of getting into routine, hopefully on my lunch hours, I might be able to get a few things done, but we'll see because, again, the everyday stuff I'm doing on lunchtime. Anyways, thank you again, everyone who's left well wishes and comments on my channel. Appreciate you all. Welcome to all my new subscribers and everyone who's been around forever. Appreciate you all. Love you all. I'm wishing you all the best day. Get in your scrap room and have some fun. And we will see you again on my channel real soon for some more scrapbooking. Have a great day.